Let's dive into some discussion topics now. The first one up, David Braben mentioned in his recent post that there would be a roadmap revealed by June 4th. What do we all think about that? And what do we think would be necessary to improve player sentiment?
Yeah, roadmap. That word gets us excited. I feel like this is honestly just going to be a roadmap of planned fixes for the bugs and hot fixes and all that kind of stuff. To your second point, what could they do to breed more goodwill? Throw some that roadmap should have some. Hey, these are the features that didn't make it into Odyssey that we hoped they would, and this is what we're going to do to get them in there. That kind of stuff. If they want to breed goodwill, they got to show us a roadmap of some features, because quite honestly, Odyssey didn't come quite as feature-filled as a lot of us had thought it was going to or hoped that it would.
Kai?
I think that this roadmap on June 4th is going to be a real big litmus test for me personally. If what we see is just a sort of vague phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 of bug fixes, and it would be a horrible idea. Let me say for the record, it would be a horrible idea for them to put a roadmap and lock it to dates to say by X day, you're going to have whatever. That's how they got into this mess, which was promising shit by a day without actually having the devs say, no, it's ready now. But if what we get is bug fix phase 1 is going to be these things, phase 2 is going to be these things, phase 3 is going to be these things, thank you very much, I'm out, good night, that's going to be extremely troubling and disappointing to me. What I hope that we will see is that they've learned, and we're going to talk about this a little bit coming up, but that they've learned that it's time for some changes, and what we need to see is bug fixes listed, but also, and again, not tied to specific dates, but also broad strokes design philosophy of, okay, we are looking to do A, B, and C throughout the life of Odyssey. We're looking to make these changes. So now it's just a matter of let's wait and see what Frontier shows us. If they show us something for real different, okay, let's work with them, let's be patient, and let's be excited for the possibilities to come. If they show us a very tone-deaf, just here are the fixes, this is going to be, we're going to get you what you already paid for and we told you was done months ago, we're going to kind of give you that by X day or in X steps. I'm going to be bummed.
Will?
Yeah, so, the fact that there isn't just a list of, well, here, guys, look, this is what's coming. They could drop that at any point. I think that if there is one indicator that they're, really trying to take this seriously as far as, working out the bugs and delivering the service, that was pitched to us when they announced Odyssey, it's the fact that, they're giving it's 12 days, I think, until the roadmap, until they, they announce it. I think that they're really going to, they're going to look at their books and, look at the code and see, what looks like something that we can get done, now, what's going to take longer. I think that the fact that we're not getting the roadmap for a couple weeks here is an indication that they are, that it is going to be the former, from what Kai just said. But again, proof's in the pudding. This is the test, to see whether or not that apology from Braben is going to be met with, solid action from the rest of FDev or not.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think my main concern with this is there's been a pent-up desire, I think, in the community for a while from, in terms of, what's the plan going forward generally, even as expressed in things like some of the topics we've talked about in the past is, are we going down an FPS-centric path or more Star Trek / more science stuff kind of path? It's really begging for more of a vision, really, a long-term vision. And my concern is by David using the actual, word roadmap, it's now I think a lot of stuff that was looking for a place to land is landing on that in terms of expectations. and it's kind of maybe a bit of a no-win. My guess is at a minimum we're going to see something about when the bug fixes might happen in different phases, and really what people are looking for is, tell us that you're going to be keeping up a pace like this for X months or until some things are done, and what comes after that, and more of a general game roadmap versus, I think they're in more of a triage situation. And the roadmap, maybe it's an unfortunate use of words, but what they're calling a roadmap may just be, here's like stages 1, 2, 3 of this triage to get us back to where we're kind of on a stable footing. Now, it's not to say they couldn't in that document say, oh, and by the end of phase 2, we'll have more to say about what comes after this. Like they could, instead of revealing a master plan, have in this document a comment about when they might be able to talk about the master plan. That could be a thing. King Raz.
When this drops, I'm really hoping we have some kind of vision to what they are wanting out of the game, what they want to do with the game. I'm not just listing the various bug fixes and the optimizations that need to be done, but some kind of future foretold that we need in this game desperately. We need more than the impersonal narrative that we have to create for ourselves.
As far as a roadmap goes, I think really we're all in this mess right now because they were so secretive with all of their information for the last bunch of years. So we in the player base had nothing we could do but speculate on what we were expecting to get. And they're going to be running right down that same path. If they want to stop that and they want to set expectations, tell us what's going to be coming. If you keep it a secret, if you keep everything so close to the vest, everybody's going to continue to speculate, and that will cause problems in the future again.
Yeah. Without setting clear expectations, it becomes ungrounded.